Hi, my name is Dr. David Larsen, and welcome to History of Jazz at Spokane Falls Community College. Today we're going to be talking about traditional jazz, or trad jazz. In the big umbrella of jazz, trad jazz is the first genre that we can truly label with the word jazz. Prior to trad jazz, we had things like ragtime piano and other things that were kind of close to jazz, but this is the first music that is labeled as jazz music. Now, some people use the out-of-date moniker Dixie or Dixieland to describe this music, but that's kind of a problematic term nowadays with the connotation towards segregation and the older South, so we've kind of given up on that and used the more generic and frankly just easier to use term traditional jazz. So when we're talking about traditional jazz, it's important to understand a little bit of the history of jazz. Jazz music predates recorded music, so we don't know exactly who the first person to truly play jazz is, but what we do know is that it predominantly came out of the African American communities in and around New Orleans. Now, the music spread really quickly across the country, and by the 1910s even, you'll have cities like San Francisco, Chicago, New York that all have a jazz presence. But to the best that we can tell, the earliest examples of jazz do come from New Orleans. The earliest form of jazz music is called New Orleans Polyphony. Now, what does that mean? The word polyphony in music refers to music that has more than one melody going on at once. So if someone would say a piece was polyphonic, you might have 2, 3, 4, or even 5 different independent parts going on at once. Now, we call this early form New Orleans Polyphony because in the original traditional jazz styling, we had the trumpet player who would play the melody. We had the clarinet player who would play a complicated line that's known as an obbligato, which is just an Italian term for a long string of notes moving up and down. You have the tailgating part played by the trombone, and the tailgating part is named after the fact that in a parade, if the band was on a float, oftentimes the trombone would sit in the back and play off the end of the tailgate so that he didn't hit the other players with his slide. Then you'd have the bass line provided by a tuba or possibly even a string bass. And then finally, you might have rhythm parts like drums or a banjo, which would be playing not only chords, but also a rhythmic part such as quarter notes to keep the beat. When we put all that together, that's 5 distinct melodic ideas going on at once, hence the term New Orleans Polyphony. Now, this style of jazz was incredibly popular around 1900 and brings us our first superstars of jazz. We have the great Buddy Bolden, who was never recorded, but is widely recognized as one of the greatest early jazz musicians of all times. We have people like Joe King Oliver, who brought up other musicians like Louis Armstrong in New Orleans. We have Freddie Keppert, we have Kid Ory, and many, many others who all come from the New Orleans traditions. And they would also travel to where the work was. Joe King Oliver, for example, left New Orleans relatively early because he got a regular gig in Chicago, which later allowed him to bring Louis Armstrong to Chicago, which really launched his career. Musicians like Jelly Roll Morton end up in the Midwest around Chicago, and that's where they end up doing their first recording sessions. Jelly Roll Morton is the first jazz musician credited with notating jazz fully. In the early days of jazz, it was assumed that jazz could not be notated because many classical composers and musicians thought it inferior to symphony orchestras or opera, but that was simply untrue. I hope you enjoyed today what we've learned about traditional jazz. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. This is part of the course I teach at Spokane Falls Community College. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. If you're enjoying the music or the videos, please think about liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful day.